Okie dokie, this is part 2 of exercise 5F. Let's get straight into it. We're going to solve the following by first writing in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So we've got two scenarios where A, they're not equal to 0, and B, especially the second one, there's this x in the denominator. Let's focus on the first one. So we have here x squared is equal to 4 bracket x plus 15. First thing I'm going to do is, before I put everything onto like a left hand side, I will expand this out first. So this is going to be equal to 4x plus 60. 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times 15 is 60. Second thing I'm going to do is, now I'm going to subtract 4x and subtract 60 on both sides. So that way this can go away, this can go away, and what I'll be left with is x squared minus 4x minus 60 is equal to 0. Sweet, now we're in a format where we've got everything on the left hand side and it's equal to 0. And now I have to find two numbers that when multiplied will give me negative 60, and then when added together will give me negative 4. These two numbers will be negative 10 and positive 6. Negative 10 times positive 6 is 60. Negative 10, 6, negative 4. Yep, that's correct. So we have x, whoops, try that again. We have x, take away 10, and x plus 6 is equal to 0. And then we just go apply our null factor law. We can state that x minus 10 is equal to 0, or x plus 6 is equal to 0. So in other words, x is equal to 10, or x is equal to negative 6. Those are two plausible solutions. Second and last example, and then you guys can attempt these questions, is we have this weird looking x plus 6 over x is equal to x. Hey, we've got these three x's that's involved here, and we want to get into this type of format. That seems weird. Let's just look at this. It's saying that when you have a certain number that you choose and you add 6 onto it and then divide it by that same number, you should return back to that same number. What? Why don't we just multiply both sides by x to get rid of this here? So we'll multiply by x, multiply by x. These two cancel out, and so what we'll be left with is an x plus 6. And on the right hand side, x times x is x squared. So we haven't necessarily gotten rid of an x, we've just gotten rid of an x within the denominator, and as a consequence, there is an x squared on the right hand side here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip this around. So x squared is equal to x plus 6. And then I'm just going to take away x, take away 6, take away x, take away 6. So these two cancel out here, so I'll be left with x squared minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. And now we've returned back to the format that we wanted to. Ax plus bx, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. What we're looking for is two numbers that when multiplied will give me negative 6 rather, and then when added will give me negative 1, because remember there's this invisible 1 in front of that x. These two numbers are negative 3 and positive 2, I believe. Negative 3 plus 2, 1, yep. Negative 3 and positive 2. This right here equal to 0. So either x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So in other words, x can either equal 3, or x can equal negative 2. Now let's double check this. Let's try the scenario where it's equal to 3. And let's get rid of this here. So when it's equal to 3, so we want to return a value that is equal to 3 here. So 3 plus 6 gives me 9. 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. Yeah, so 3 works. The other one is negative 2. So we want a result that will equate to negative 2. So negative 2 plus 6 gives me 4. And 4 divided by negative 2 gives me -2. See, -2 works as well. So these are the two solutions. There is no way that you could have gone these two solutions here. You've got to brute force or trial and error it. But the fact that we can put it into a factorized format and use a null factor law means that this process is just much easier, much quicker, simpler, dare I say, looks better. Can you say that about maths? So yeah, much easier to deal with. Alright, that is the end of that part. Questions that you need to delve into, just make sure you read the weekly planner. 1, 2, and 3 and 4 every second questions, and then extensions 5 every second, and 6 and 7 left hand side. You know where I am if you need any help. This will be the last video, and if we're back at school in term 4, UP. If not, yeah. See you.